it was about a month later when I actually settled upon what it is that I would do. And I had this inspiration. I was in my car in a parking garage during my lunch break. It was a Monday. And I thought, I am going to call churches because I could be reasonably assured that they're quiet, they're sacred spaces. And I'm going to try to do manual labor there with painting, janitor, I don't know, whatever. I'm going to do something. So I rushed into my office, shut the door, opened up the phone book, and started cold calling churches. And I looked under Episcopal churches because I had visited a couple of those, and that seemed, reasonably interesting to me at that time. And I knew that they were quiet places. And I didn't get very far down the list. It was alphabetized, a phone book, right? Imagine that, a phone book. All Saints, St. Anne's, St. Andrew's, St. Bartholomew's. I was down to my fourth or fifth church. And I called, and Rapalma Wilson answered the phone. And she's the office manager, and she said, "May I help you?" And I said, "My name is Brian Robinette, and I'm calling to see if you have any opportunities in your janitorial staff." Real sheepishly. This is the first time, or only the first few times I've ever asked something like this. And Rapalma said, "Well, it's very interesting that you called because earlier today we had decided in our staff meeting that we were going to hire somebody full-time, that the contract help that we're getting isn't sufficient. We needed to hire somebody full-time. Can you tell me about your experience?" And I don't know quite what I said. I mumbled a little bit, but I got to the point. I said, "Well, I don't have a lot of experience. I work in advertising right now, but I will be the best janitor you've ever had. I can learn it really quick, And I began to explain to her that what I really needed to do was something like simple labor, and that I would commit to working there for a year. That I didn't know what was beyond that, but I could commit to working, and you will have the cleanest church you've ever had.